Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I kind of wanted to turn the camera on and just do one of my little at-home videos, but also we might be, by we, I mean my partner and I, we're going for a little date night, I think. Basically, just having dinner in one of our favorite restaurants, but I figured I would also kind of like bring you guys while I get ready to show you a few new little pieces, well, not pieces, items that I got at the drugstore, just makeup wise. And yeah, I figured I would bring you guys along. By the way, if you're new here, hello, my name is Andrea, and I make videos of a little bit of everything, sprinkle fairy dust and romanticize life. So yeah, welcome, welcome. And also, let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, I got curtain bangs. I'm still trying to get used to it. I was a little scared to do them. Very like intense. But here, let me show you guys how it looks with my hair down. And I'm still getting used to them, and I didn't style them today. This is from yesterday, but yeah. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, guys. I've always wanted to do bangs like this, but I was always so scared. But I just figured, why not? Let's just do it and see. And it's also kind of like not as dramatic as like actual Fringe. So yeah, that's what I decided to do. But yeah, I do have to do a few little things. I want to make bread. I want to make a dessert. And then I'll start getting ready. And yeah, it's the afternoon. So yeah, it is hotter than all these other fall days. So I don't know. We'll see what I end up wearing. And also, I wanted to show you, let me try and show you guys. I wanted to show you guys a few, like 2 little shoe pieces that are antique or like vintage that I got. So yeah, I'll bring them here and show you guys, and then I'll start doing my bread, and I think I want to do a little dessert just to have my Milo dessert. And I know a lot of you guys might not know what Milo is, but it's kind of like chocolate, like Nesquik. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, welcome. I hope you guys enjoy, and thank you so much for tuning in. All right, guys, and 1 second, let's turn this light on. So yeah, I brought you guys here just to sit and show you guys the 2 little pieces. They're shoe, and they're, yeah, kind of like antique. My mother-in-law gave them to me. Well, she was just like kind of like closet clearing, and she just asked me if I wanted these 2 shoes that she had. She is my size. Well, I'm a 37, she's a 38, but like I can also fit a 38, and sometimes a 38 is better because it's roomier, so it's more comfortable. But yeah, so the first shoe is this beautiful Prada, little, they're kind of like pointy kitten heels. So of course they're more like, you know, from like the 90s, I think they were, or yeah. But yeah, I figured they're so cute, and I can use them like to go for lunch with like even like pants and like a sweater. Yeah, I just figured, why not? I can definitely use them, and they're in perfect you know, state. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But yeah, they're beautiful. Let's see if this focuses. Yeah, so they're beautiful. I just figured, why not? And then the other piece is not very fall appropriate, but you know, I figured I would show you too. It's these little sandals, and I just figured, why not? Usually I was like, oh, should I? But then yes, for summer, they're so cute. They're a pair of Manolo little sandals. So just simple sandals, you know. So I just figured, why not? Let's use them because they're in perfect state. The leather is beautiful, and you can always use like little sandals like this, just to explore when I'm like in Europe, stuff like that. So yeah, those are my two little buys. Well, not buys, the gifts from her, and yeah, I appreciate them so much, and I know she took really good care of these. So yeah, I'm flattered. She doesn't have daughters, but I'm kind of like her daughter nowadays. So yes. So yeah, I figured you guys would enjoy. Let me know what you think. The comments down below. And then now I think I'm gonna go make some bread. I don't know if I'm gonna show you guys much of that because I feel like in the last few vlogs I've been like doing like bread, and you guys are probably like, okay, like Andrea, we get it. You love making bread, but you know, I share little things like this that are repetitive, but I romanticize them and they make my life happy. Hopefully to inspire you to, you know, do those little things and romanticize them. But yeah, and then after that, I'll do the Milo, and hopefully we'll be able to get ready together. All right, guys. Sorry my appearance, but honestly, I was vacuuming, doing the bread off camera, and then I also, my partner was doing some, you know, like planting some trees and doing like drilling some holes in the outside of the property. So I was kind of like not helping him, but like kind of, yeah, like helping him in a way. But yeah, so essentially I wanted to do this Milo dessert, and then I'm just gonna go and put a little bit of makeup. It's nothing fancy. We're just gonna go and have dinner somewhere. But I like to put a little bit of effort. So yes, essentially that's maybe I think I'm just gonna keep this pants. I don't know. We'll see. But let me show you guys the Milo dessert. So Milo is for a lot. I don't know. It's not popular here in the U.S., but I found it in the supermarket's Hispanic section. And I did this already before, but a lot of you guys wanted to see it. So I figured I would just kind of like show you guys. And I'll link the recipe below. It's in Spanish, but you'll get the gist out of it. I don't know. I have a little, yeah, I think I'm just going to use the rest. But anyway, this is Milo. So yeah, I was very excited because it reminds me of my childhood. I think in Europe and Spain, I know you guys have Milo, but and in Colombia, but yeah. Anyway, so this is the main ingredient, and then I'm using graham crackers. This is just like honey flavor, no cinnamon, but I'm guessing maybe cinnamon would be good. I'm using heavy whipping cream. What else? And then this is condensed milk. I found this brand in the Hispanic section again, and then some cornstarch just to make everything a little bit thick, and then regular milk that I'll bring up from the fridge. So yes, let's begin. I believe, so the first thing is you need one can, and then with the same can you measure this. So let's do it. And again, I think I usually do it in this, and it's like 2-layer. Last time I did it on that, and it was pretty good. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do it on. And it's so fast and so easy. On the video that I watched, it says like you have to mix it 20 minutes. To be honest, from last time, maybe I put too much cornstarch. I don't know, but it was faster than 2 minutes. And then, yeah. So let me begin. And okay, so on the bowl with the milk, you just put a little bit, like I think I'm gonna put like 4 spoons of cornstarch. Just because that'll help the milk thicken a little bit. So yeah, just 5, and then you want to mix it with that, like, so it's not like clumpy. And yeah, and then after I'm gonna put the condensed milk and other milk with this mixture, but I'll show you guys. think that should be it. Okay. And then I'm going to mix it really well because sometimes it can get a little clumps, like little clumps, and we don't want that. But I'll leave the recipe down below just in case. But it's very easy, very fast. Okay. So let's put this somewhere here, and then we are going to do the condensed milk. The whole, it's 400 grams or 1 can, so I'm just going to do 1 can because this is like 300 something grams. So you put it in a pot, and maybe I need, hang on. Let me use this spoon. And yeah, it tastes very good. And it's actually pretty fast because, I mean, you just have to leave it in the fridge to kind of like cool down. But once it's cooled down, you don't need to bake or anything. And honestly, it's very tasty, I must say. Very tasty. And I'm sure you don't need this brand of condensed milk. I just saw it, so and it's kind of like the one we used to use for this. But I'm sure any type of condensed milk will do. All right. And let me know in the comments down below if there was like a dessert that kind of like reminds you of, I don't know, like growing up or something. This is not like growing up, but like, you know, something that we definitely used to be obsessed with growing up. And then we're going to use the heavy whipping cream. So it says, I think it's like 1 can, like 1. Yeah, I just do the can. So I use the same condensed milk can to measure. That way, it's also easy cleaning. All right. So that's good, and then we light the fire. And you kind of like mix it a little. And once the condensed milk is a little integrated in the regular milk, you put the regular milk and the cornstarch mix in there. But yeah, once I do this, I'll show you guys what I do after. And then once it's getting a little thicker, what do you want to do? I mean, this is an optional steps. Well, not optional, I guess. I don't remember doing it like this, but I did it last time that I did this one. And the guy on the video says to put a little bit of the Milo in the mix and that you have on the pot. So, and it tasted pretty good. So I'm just going to put like a few little spoonfuls just because it adds taste. And then I think you can, if you don't have or you cannot find this, the other thing Nesquik has got, I think Nesquik is easier to find here in the States, but yeah, it tastes really good. And then you just mix it till it's even like thicker, and once it's thick, I'll show you guys what I do. But yeah, it says 20 minutes, but I think it's faster than 20 minutes. But yeah, it just starts getting a little bit thicker because this is what you're going to use on top of the little cookies. But yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, again, use doing this like this, but last time it was so good when I tried to make it. Well, when I made it, so I definitely recommend it. And it starts smelling a lot like chocolate, which is delicious. I love that chocolatey, creamy type dessert. All right, and then I put regular milk on the same bowl. And what you want to do, this is the part that I like in the recipe, the guy says, and I think it works. So what you want to do is essentially put a layer of cookies, and you wet the cookie in the milk, in the regular milk, and put it as a base. So you put a layer of this, then a layer of the mixture in that we did with the Milo and the condensed milk that is already thick. You put it on top of the cookies, and then you put another layer of cookies, and then another layer of this, and sprinkle the Milo. But I'm going to finish this, and I'll catch up with you guys when I'm getting ready. Alright guys, and I brought you here to my little dresser makeup area just to kind of like put a little makeup. It's mainly because I wanted to show you a few new bits that I've been using, and I figured I would share with you. And then yeah, because I'm not gonna really put a lot of makeup, to be honest, just because it's a very casual place. Well, it's a casual, like it's a Chinese kind of like tablecloth place, but very casual. So yes, so I just figured I would bring you guys here. And the Milo dessert is in the fridge, so you're meant to leave it on like for a few hours. And so yeah, and then after dinner, I would just bring it out and cut a little slice, and I'll film like a little clip with you guys. Sometimes it doesn't look like very aesthetic because it's just like one of those desserts that is delicious, but not necessarily like very aesthetically looking. But yeah, I'll share it with you guys just for you to see kind of like how it looks. But yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be delicious. I cannot wait. All right, so I have been loving, again, this is no surprise, my Lumi Lotion by L'Oreal. It's just like one of those products that, and sorry guys, I have a lot of light because, yeah, it's already kind of like sensitive. Well, not sensitive, but you know, that time of the day where there is like sun, but it's like on and off. But yeah, this just gives me kind of like a nice little glow. And also I'm trying to can use my little carding bangs. So yeah, I kind of like them. I always wanted to do them, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video. So yeah, I figured why not do that. But I think as I grow in a little bit more and I get used to it, it'll be easier to handle, probably. I don't know. But yeah, and then so I picked this Maybelline Superstay 24-hour skin tint with vitamin C, and I'm using the color 112. Honestly, I kind of like used not the fairest, but not like the, yeah, kind of like a rosy medium one. It was kind of hard to find the color and where I picked it up from. But yeah, so I'll leave it linked down below. But I've been loving it because you guys know I don't use foundation that much. I use concealer, but I wanted something in between, and I've been using this kind of like a little bit as the in between, and it works wonders. So I just put some kind of like under my like eyes and a little bit here, and then I distribute it with my beauty blender, but first with my eye a little, because it feels like a foundation, but it's not. It's, I don't know, like a foundation, but also like it has skincare, like a serum. So I just like rub it a little bit with my fingers, because I love my fingers to put makeup on. I feel like the warmth of my body kind of like makes it integrate better with my face. And then after, I just put a little, like I just dab it with my beauty blender. And my beauty blender, I usually never get it wet, to be honest. Maybe I'm using it wrong, but it works for me like this, more like just a little punch. And then I just dab it. And even like when I was in the Bay Area in San Francisco, um, I didn't vlog that, but you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably would have seen kind of like little snaps that I put. So definitely check me on Instagram and follow me. So we also grow the family there. I try to keep both informed, but like sometimes I put more on my YouTube, sometimes I put a little bit more. And you know that on my YouTube I post the same schedule shorts as on Instagram, but I also post my long videos every week, once a week on Sundays. Awesome. So that is kind of how I look. And I just love it. I think like it's kind of like your skin, but better. It's still so light and less heavy than a foundation. And it's perfect for me. Like I don't even need concealer right now. And then I picked up this Lifter multi-use face stick, and this is by Maybelline as well. And it's like this little stick. I leave it linked down below, and I picked the color 75, and it's like a cream stick. So I've been using it like for more like warmth and like kind of like contouring a little bit. And then I just put it here. And I'm very impressed with this because it's very very soft and it blends very, very nicely. I was a little scared, not gonna lie, but yeah, it's actually amazing. So yeah. And then with my beauty blender, I just like dab it. And it just works wonders. So this is kind of like what I was doing a lot there, and I do when I wear makeup, whenever I do. So a few times that I went to see friends and stuff, I just wore this, and it just gives me kind of like that warmness on my face, so I don't look like a ghost, but without like the powder look. It looks more kind of like blended and natural. So yeah, and that's kind of like all I've been using. And then it just makes my makeup and like my skin look very glowy and juicy and gorgeous. To be honest, I don't know how it looks on camera because I haven't filmed it. So this is my first time. We'll see how it looks on camera. Because sometimes, as I've mentioned, on camera, makeup looks different than in person. Sometimes on camera, it looks like you're not wearing anything. All right, so that's it, blended. So as you can see, it looks a little perfected, but like without it looking very intense. And then I picked up, you guys know I love the Milani liquid blush, and I've used the Dolce Pink one before, but I wanted to try more of them. And this one is more like a movie, kind of like darker plum color. I still want to try more of them, but I picked this one up as well. It's the Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush Glow in the color 120 Pink Canva. And I just love them. This one, again, I've been loving it. It's a little, again, more plummy, so I can show you guys. This is the new one, and this is the old one that I used to use. So this one is more like folly, and I just put a few dots here, a little bit on top of my nose to give me more glow and more youthfulness. And they blend so well, and they just work phenomenal with my skin. And then I also put a little on my lips, kind of like started giving my lips a little color. And I put a little too much on the right one, but they're very blendable, and I just love them. And then with my same beauty blender, which I think I need to get more beauty blenders, to be honest, because I just use them so much. And then you see, it's just very natural, but it looks perfect. It looks wonderful. And that's a little bit of it. I'm not even, like, I'm just going to curl my eyelashes. And by the way, let me know in the comments down below which is your favorite eyelash curler, because I am still looking for the one, you know. And then just to set it, I'm going to do the NYX, my favorite plum finish setting spray, just a little. And for lipstick, I think I'm just going to use this MAC Cosmetics in Twig. It's a satin. And then, yeah, this is perfect for this time of the year. And that's kind of the makeup, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you like it, I'll, of course, leave the products that I use down below, especially the new ones that you guys are not familiar with. And yeah, so let me go and put my outfit on, and then I think that's going to be it. But yeah, all right, guys. So let me show you guys the outfit. I usually don't film on this angle. Sorry about what is in the floor, guys. This is a mess because I'm still kind of like doing laundry and unpacking from San Francisco. But anyway, so I'm wearing this little black sweater. This is old, like 4 or 5 years old, and this is from H&M, I believe so. So it's like a little sweater top with like off the shoulder. So I just love it. You can like do it as much as you can. And then I'm just wearing the same pants that I was wearing. This one's are by OGL, which I love. They did send me this, so I would just wear them, and I've been loving them. They sent it to me like in summer. I showed you guys my haul from them a while ago, but I just still wear them a lot. They're so comfortable, so versatile, and they fit beautifully. Like you guys can see how it cinched perfectly, and they're very comfortable and very versatile because you can use them. And for shoes, again, I just want to put a little bit more effort without it being like super dressy, but still being chic. So my little Chanel slingback shoes, they're always just so good when you want to wear a little something, but not like look like you tried too hard, especially because, you know, it's like, yeah. And then I'm going to bring this because it's windy. So this one is honestly, I think I got this from Amazon, guys. But it's like my little poncho cape little thing. And I just love it. I wear it even like to walk the dog with like my vest. but it just adds a little something, and it's so cozy, so chic. And then with the little fur part, it just makes it look way more put together than it is. And it's also like very affordable. And I just love it. I'm on the look for like a Tardott one. So yeah, let me know. And then as a bag, just to put my lipstick and probably my phone, and that's all I can fit in here. My little vintage Chanel little bag. It has a chain, but I just like it like this. And yeah, guys, this is kind of like the little outfit. Let me see so you can see it here. This is the little outfit. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, I should head out because my partner is waiting for me in the car. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for your lovely comments. Let me know what you think about my Fringe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.